Welcome to my channel, and this one is about the Brio beard shaver. Actually, it's a beard shaver, but I'm going to be using it on my head. As you can see, I don't have too much hair on my head. This has actually grown a bit on purpose to see how this performs. So I've had quite a few shavers over the past years, and clippers, beard trimmers, not that I have one, but all trying to get the closest shave on my head without going to a wet shave or going for an electric shaver in terms of, you know, ones that you do for here. So I don't really want it that close. So the other week I exploded my last one. That's this one. It's the Remington and another version of it. I've dropped one, I've exploded one, I plugged in the wrong connector to it, and basically the thing overheated, caught fire and nearly blew up the house. So that wasn't a good start. But anyway, this is a new brand for me. I've never heard of them before. There's lots of videos on YouTube about how good they are for the beard. But I really wanted to try this one for my head because I know it's not going to be super close, but it should be able to get a pretty good cut from what I can tell from the online videos that I've seen so far. So this is how it comes. This is just the base version. This one actually came with a travel case, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, I've spoken to them in terms of email, and they seem very responsive as a company, so that's a good start. I've also found out since ordering this that there's a new additional blade that you can add to this called the Zero blade. And I'm going to try that one out, but it's not in the UK yet. So hopefully I'll either be able to order one from the US or I'll be able to order it from the UK once they sort that out. But yeah, this is my review of this particular one for the head. Let's get into it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but oh, it makes some noises. So this is what it looks like. It has the power on-off button here. It makes a little bleep. It has different levels of power that you can use as well. So that's an interesting take. Now you change that by this button. And what that does is it actually gives you more and more. So the slower you go, the more time it gives you. But it's come pretty much, by the looks of things, fully charged. I mean, if I put it to full speed, it says it's got 179 minutes available, which is going to do me ages. The Remington one that I had, this one, it was fine. It was a little bit awkward to hold. It didn't cut that close. And it used to run really slow. Even though it was charged, it used to run really slow and get slower and slower until I re-oiled it or took it apart, cleaned it all out. And I have a feeling this one has a much more powerful motor. So it's got 3 settings on here. So let's have a look at that. Like this. And you can see the blades at the top actually moving in and out. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works. But yeah, this is it. We'll give it a try. I'm not thinking it's going to get really close, but close enough is good enough for me. And I will try out that Zero blade when they finally get that. I guess this comes off fairly easily. I'll have to work that out. Just a couple of other things. It comes with the UK plug for the UK version. It's actually shipped by Amazon, but you don't buy them from Amazon. You buy them direct from Brio, as far as I could tell, or I did. And then it comes with oil or lubricant, a little brush, and the attachments if you want a longer. It's more, as I said, it's more for beard. It's not really for the head. But so I won't be using those either. But we'll give it a try. All right. Oh, one last thing. It comes with this stand-up charger. So for me, although the charger will plug, as in the power cable will plug directly into this, I probably won't use that. I probably will use this because I've got, as I say, a number of different shavers that I use for different things, and this one will stop me putting it into the wrong charger. And just a safety thing, really, to make sure that that's guaranteed to work and not explode. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're now in the bathroom where we're gonna try this, and I'm gonna shave this. So this is as long as it's got, that's about it. It's about probably a couple of millimeters, something like that. I'm not quite sure how low this is gonna go, so I'm gonna put it on the closest setting that you saw me set it to earlier. It's gonna be on the fastest speed. Yep, it's on the fastest speed, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. Here we go. I can hear it. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit scratchy, but it's not too bad. I've had a lot worse. Okay, so let's just stop it there and take a look. So it's okay, that's not too bad. I mean, I've not done the best of cuts at this moment in time, but if you look down here, you can see that it has actually cut some off, which is a good sign. And it was on the closest, so I guess I'll finish off the rest, and then what I'll do is I'll mess around with these settings and I'll do this. Because normally I would actually be using potentially two other shavers. I'll be using one of these, which is the Phillips one blade, and that can do things like this and get quite a lot closer and just tidying up the bottom parts. And then the other one, which I have been using, is this, which is a Phillips, and you can adjust that's a beard trim of the one that I've been using. So as you can see, I have a different one for my head, different one for trimming this, and then I have another one for the finer points, but hopefully this one will be the new one for the head and the beard, or the stubble, and see how it goes on. So let me finish it off. And it's definitely not slowing down or anything like it, so it's definitely got some power in this. And I guess it would need to, if it's doing thick beards that you see of some of the people doing and have, it needs to be fairly powerful. I'm just going to try it now on the... My head is tingling a bit. I think that's just because it's so fast on the vibration. I'm going to slow it down, go to the slower setting and see if that makes any difference. I don't think it will, but... No, it doesn't seem to. I'm not convinced, for me anyway, in the way that I use it, it slows anything, it does any difference in the slow mode. So I guess from a longevity point of view, for the battery, you'd probably want it in slow mode, but... yeah, definitely for like the beardy little bit, it's really good. It's a bit spiky because the ends are quite sharp, but you know, not spiky enough to cut you. It seems to have cut close enough. I mean, certainly close enough for what I'm used to, and I'm going to carry on with that, and I will get this zero blade and feed back. So watch out for that next video when it comes along. And we'll change this one out to the closer shave and see how close it gets. But actually, I'm pretty pleased with that. So for the final part, I'm just going to do around here, and I'm going to put it on what would be the highest setting rather than the closer setting, because it's just a stubble setting basically, to see whether it will work for me, for my head, and for this. And then I can ditch one or two of my other shavers. So I will pump up the speed. Take it to the lower setting and then just... It's so easy and quick. Do you know what? That's all right. It's close enough. I don't want to go any closer than that. So I think it's a winner. We'll just wait for that new blade and then we'll see what that one does. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.